And we'll go ahead and get things started. Welcome to Equipped. All we need today is a pair of matching bells, maybe a little bit towards the lighter side. We'll be doing some overhead with them. We can always add more volume if you would like. So we're going to get things started down on the ground, high plank position. We'll lock out there. Just work on a little stabilization to start. So pushing those hands down to the ground, kind of pulling those abs in nice and tight. Good long line from the top of your head to and through your heels. So we're going to pull that belly button in, creating tension through that core. We'll hold here another 5, another 3, 2, 1, and relax. Then shake that out a second. We'll do that one more time. Again, just kind of designed to put a lot of tension, kind of wake that body up. That stability is kind of always the center point of everything that we do. So hop back up into that plank, fingers spread wide, pressing down into the ground. Very flat across that back. Again, pulling that belly button in, squeezing everything nicely tight, holding for 10. Still able to breathe while we're there. Down for 5. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, now we have the very solid foundation of the stability. We'll work on some kind of more dynamic aspect of that with some shoulder taps. So we're going to do prevent rotation. We're going to hop on that same plane, but we're going to spread those feet out a little bit. Take that left hand to that right shoulder, little pause. Bring that down, right hand to the left shoulder, little pause. We'll go back and forth there. Looking to keep those hips as stable as possible. So trying to avoid big rotations as we go. But very, very quiet hips as we rotate back or as we switch hands back and forth. We'll do a couple more times each way. And we'll go ahead and drop that down and relax. All right. Ooh. It always messes up. Give me a second. All right. So, next move we're going to go into, we call some kneeling step up. So, basically just stepping up. So, pushing into that front foot, we'll stand. If you want to come to a balance, got to get a little nervous system in there. We can. When we hop back down to that kneeling position, we'll make sure that weight is unloaded off that front foot. Step into it and stand. So, we'll go a handful of these each side. I'm getting those legs going this morning. Go one more. All right, and we'll switch sides, do the same thing. Step to balance and back down. So kind of using some of that core stability we worked on just a minute ago. Kind of help us balance at the top. We'll go one more time this side. And we'll relax there. All right, let's grab one of our bells. We're going to work some shoulder stability in what we call an arm bar. So we're going to bring ourselves down to the ground, punch that bell straight up in the air. So again, we're going to be kind of working to stabilize that shoulder through what we call packing that shoulder. Really just thinking about closing that armpit like you got a magazine under there. You don't want to drop it. So you kind of feel that lat turn on. So as we're here, we're going to bring our free arm up overhead. And then we're going to roll ourselves onto our side, keeping that bell pressed up. And kind of tucking that whatever knee has the weight. We're going to come over to kind of balance ourselves. So still keeping that shoulder nice and packed in. You may feel a little bit of moving that bell around once you really try to work to stabilize that. And once we feel good, we're going to try to roll that body back around, back to our back. All right, keeping that same arm up. We'll do one more time. Pushing over, finding that balance. We're going to hold there. And creating some shoulder stability. All right, and we'll roll that back. And we'll bring that bell down. All right, we're going to go to the other arm and do that same thing. Bringing that knee up. We're going to punch. And we're going to roll to that side, tucking that knee in. So looking to be nice and stable through that shoulder. Really trying to limit the sway of that bell. Rotate those hips, rotate that torso back down. So one more time here. Rolling and punching. Stable. Holding strong. Just a few seconds. Again, just working to kind of find that stability. And we'll roll that back down. All right. So, main thing that we're working on today is going to be what we call a Turkish Get Up. All right. If you've done those before, great. If you haven't, you'll learn here. So we'll kind of go through some phases of this, and then we'll kind of work to really nail it in. So it's going to start very similar to that arm bar that we just worked on. So I'm going to start with the bell in my right hand. My right knee is going to be up. All right, left arm is out to the side, left leg is kind of kicked out to the side. So first phase is we're going to use that right leg to kind of push us, left elbow to pull us into kind of this half sat up position on our elbow. So this is going to be phase one on the elbow. We're going to roll back down. So we're going to hit that same thing one more time onto the elbow. All right. Second phase is going to be basically just extending that elbow onto that hand. All right, we're going to come back down the same way, elbow to our back. All right, once again, we'll go up to the elbow, up to the hand. Third position, we're going to bridge those hips. So pressing through both feet and our hand. We're going to bridge those hips up high. We'll come back down, and back to the elbow, back to our back. So we're just going to work those three positions for now. So we're going to do, let's do 3 more reps of those. So we'll go elbow, hand, bridge. Hips down, elbow down, body down. Again, to the elbow, to the hand, bridge, hips down, elbow down, and body down. Last one, elbow, hand, and bridge. Hips, elbow, back. All right, and we'll lower that bell. So, we're kind of going through those a little bit more slowly, really just challenging, like we talked about before, that shoulder stability. And so we kind of worked on that arm bar, being able to hold that weight up for a little bit. Good opportunity if that was a lot to hold that weight up. If we need to drop down, if we need to drop down, we can. We'll go to the other side, same thing. We're going to punch that arm, left arm now up in the air. Left knee is bent. Whatever hand is up, that knee is up. So let's go through those 3 phases. We'll go to the elbow, stable, back down. We'll go elbow, the hand, back to elbow, back down. We'll go elbow, hand, and bridge. Big bridge, hips down, elbow, and down. 3 more times through those 3. To the elbow, the hand, to the bridge, hips, elbow, and down. So kind of going through at your own pace, trying to be as stable as possible, in control as possible through these positions. Really trying not to rush, but challenging ourselves with that stabilization. Third one, hold down, down, and down. All right. We'll take a quick second, rest, shake those shoulders out. We're going to do that. We'll do one more time each. We'll just do, like I said, 3 both sides. Just to give those arms a quick second of rest. So biggest thing with those Turkish get-ups is just that kind of control through those movements, right? Try not to get super wild. That elbow, that hand, always going to be placed in the same spot. So really focus in on that this time around. I'm trying to hit those same spots every time. All right. And if you're ready, we'll go back to that first hand. We'll use that right hand. We're going to punch it up nice and stable. Get that hand, that leg out to the side. Some people make this mistake of putting that leg too close to the other. Spread that out a little bit. Give yourself space to bridge. So we're going to go through all three, elbows to hand to bridge, and we'll drop that down same way we came up. Elbow to hand to bridge. So when we're coming back down as well, really working on that control down, try not to just slam our back into the ground, but rather rolling down gently. Last one as we come down. Nice and easy. And down. All right, we'll go to the other side. Same thing, the last 3 reps here. We'll push that up. We'll go to that elbow, to the hand, and bridge. We'll go down, down, and down. Do check in with that initial roll up. We're not actually going straight up on this. We're really kind of rolling to the side, just like that arm bar. A little bit more on the opposing hip from that weight. And we're coming down the same way, kind of hitting that down shoulder and then rolling onto the other one. One more time here. Elbow to hand to bridge. Hips down, elbow down, and back down. All right. Put that weight down. We'll hop it up for a second. And we're very nice and acquainted with the ground. We'll get up off of it and we'll shake it out. All right, we're going to go into a little 30-30 circuit here. So as always, your choice with the weights. We're going to have 30 seconds of reps, 30 seconds of rest, and rotate. All right, so if you want to go heavier, if you want to go lighter, adjust the weights or just the reps accordingly, we'll go for it. So number 1, we're going to do what we call a goblet squat pulse. So we're going to go normal squat stance. You got a goblet hold on the bell. We're going to do squats. And we're just going to take a little pulse. Very small movement up and down through that. So think about it like a squat hold, but we'll be pulsing through that. All right. And kind of feel free to demo along with me as a little bit of a warm up. So number 2, we're going to grab that second bell and do a version of a bent over row. We're going to get a very wide stance. I'm going to get those arms down. This we're going to kind of do more of a supinated grip. So we're going to kind of roll those hands so those palms are facing outwards. And we're going to pull those up here. So a little bit of kind of an underhanded row as we row into those hips. All right. That's going to be our double bell bent over row. Third one, we've got we call 1.5 RDL, so 1.5 reps. Both bells again. For overhand grip here, we're going to hinge into kind of that full RDL. We're going to come about half a yacht, just to the knee or just above the knee. We'll go back down and stand. All right. So it's going to go down, half, down, up. One more. Down, half, down, up. All right, that'll be our third movement and our fourth and final. We're actually going to go into what we call tall kneeling, both knees down. Apologize, it's getting very, very dark. That's about a storm, I think. So an Arnold's press. So we're going to keep, in honor of the Arnold this past weekend, we're going to keep our abs in nice and tight. Palms are facing us. Rotate those hands out as we press. And coming back down the same path. So up and press, down together. All right. So working on that tall kneeling, just another opportunity to just really hold in tight here. I'm going to turn this light on. Hopefully, there we go. Welcome. So, like I said, we're going to go 30 seconds of each of these. Should be able to get 2 rounds, maybe have a bonus round at the end. We will see. All right. So I'm going to start off with those squats. We're going to get things rolling. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, we're just basically a 30-second squat hold here. Trying to be steady in this movement. Getting really, getting those quads on fire. Kind of the goal here. We got 10 more seconds. Really challenge yourself. Stay low. The lower you are, the more challenging that's going to be. Try not to stand all the way up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, I'm gonna take a quick shake on those legs. Goal is to really put in the effort for that 30 seconds of work that we need that rest time. Okay, I know first round maybe you got a little extra energy, but as we get deeper into this, I want you to really give it your best effort. All right, we're gonna go into our bent over row here, our wide stance, hinge, palms forward, and let's go. So a little bit shorter range of motion than we normally hit with the row, but I really want you to focus on squeezing those shoulder blades back. Elbows being lifted is the primary kind of focus of that movement. Really pulling into the hips, not into the armpits. We're going to go last handful of reps. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and time. Whew. All right. Check that out. That was a lot. All right. We're going to go back to legs. We're going to go those RDLs. Stiff leg, keeping that 1.5 rep mentality going forward. So not all the way up. All right. So we did a couple little pulses earlier. Did some good range of motion with our rows. And we're going to kind of combine those with our deadlifts. All right. Bells up. Ready. And let's go. So forward, half, down, up. Again, whatever pace you'd like to go at. If you want to move a little bit more slowly, having a little heavier weight, go for it. If you're a little bit lighter and want to go some extra reps, getting some secret cardio in there, you're welcome to do that. Be very cautious about that back, keeping that chest proud, shoulder blades pulled up. Last one, and time. Sneak in an extra rep. All right. And we'll take our well-deserved rest, and we'll move this down to our toe kneeling and our Arnold's press, and a little upper body, lower body action going on. So, toe kneeling, make sure those hips are fully extended, right? Or almost like you're standing up, but just on your knees. Let's get those bells up. Ready. And let's go. So just be cautious of that rib cage, right? We want to make sure that we're not leaning back as we press, pulling those abs in nice and tight as we move through this range of motion. Really trying to get those arms overhead. Proud chest. We're really trying to cover those ears with the biceps here on that overhead. Last one. And time. Ooh. Last couple a little sloppy, but all right, we're back at it. All right. Whew. One round down. One more round down. We're going to try to get one more in here. Should definitely be able to get one, maybe two. We'll see. So one bell. Back up to the top. Pulses. Ready. Stand. Let's go. So treat this like it's your last time doing it. Doing these goblet squat pulses. So put your effort in. Stay focused. 30 seconds of work. Already halfway there. Stay with it. Stay with it. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Embrace the burn. You got it. Feet stay in contact with the ground. Holding steady. We've got 3, 2, 1, and time. Ooh, I got real tough today. All right. We'll walk around and check it out. We're going to go back to our rows, underhanded rows. Take 10 more seconds here before we get into it. So, strong hinge, we work on that with the RDL. All right, back stays nice and flat as we row. So let's get those bells up. Let's get ready. And 2, 1, and let's go. So, we kind of gave you some options with some variety. We're really focused on squeezing up and back on these. So elbows high, big squeeze, 10 seconds here. Watch that head, make sure we're not jutting that head forward as we row. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. to make a good weight choice. I feel like mine was probably right where I needed to be. Cool. We'll take about another 10-15 seconds, and then we'll hit our RDLs. Looking good, feeling good. We're going to finish this strong. Whew, 2 movements left, 2 movements. All right, hold those legs together. So now hitting some hamstrings. Ready, and let's go. So all the way down, halfway, down, and up. Feet are just under those hips, right? Relatively close stance. Trying to get as much out of those hamstrings as we can, which is a good reminder that this is a hamstring glute exercise. So if you feel a lot in your back or your shoulders, all right, I'll try to refocus, put this on the back side of those legs. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Ooh, stand up, walk that around. One more. We're hitting those full kneeling Arnolds here. Then we got a little fun for you at the end. All right, we'll take our last 10 seconds to breathe. Remember, sit it nice and tall. All right, good tall posture as we go. All right, 30 seconds. Let's go for it. Press and recover. So looking for good time under tension, relatively big movement as we kind of sweep those arms out, palms forward, rotate those palms out as we come back around. Looking great, folks. 10 more seconds. Steady, steady does it. Hang on for 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Whew. We'll take that quick little breath there. And we're going to go a quick little finisher here. We'll grab a little sip of water. All right. So we're going to get a quick little finisher here. We're going to hit our fast feet that we love to do. All right, that 2-inch run. All right, we're going to do 10 seconds on of that. 10 seconds rest. Next 10 seconds, we're going to grab our bell and we're going to hit a deep squat hold. All right, deep squat hold. And then we'll drop that. All right, we're going to hit, we'll do 2 rounds of this. So 10 on, 10 off for each 2 rounds. All right, so we're going to go high energy, isometric, high energy, isometric. So we'll get ready. 2-inch runs in 3, 2, 1, go. So just try and move those feet as quick as we can. Very, very light contact with the ground. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, not too long of a rest. Just enough for us to grab that bell. We're going to sing in 3, 2, 1. Deep squat hold. Try to keep those elbows off the knees. All right, keep it in tension. Hold them there. 3, 2, 1, and down. Ooh, one more time around. We got it. Quick feet, quick feet. Trying to get that breath under you. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, fast feet, slow arms, or we can go steady arms, whatever you like. We've got 3, 2, 1, rest. Ooh, that's getting all messed up. Just enough to grab that weight. Down and ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last hold. Last hold. Hold steady. Come on. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Woo. Take a minute, stand up, walk around a little bit. Awesome, awesome job today. Thanks for hanging in there. Hopefully got a little extra knowledge there with some arm bars, some Turkish Get Ups, maybe something that you're not super used to doing. But you know, variety is the spice of life. Thanks for showing up. As always, anything that you need, please reach out to us. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Matt.
Yes, sir.